remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.
Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Carolina Panthers taking on the visiting team.
The Carolina Rains have arrived as we are inside a soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Carolina Panthers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So now here are the Panthers with excellent field position to start off. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off.
The ball carried by number
White's numbers from a week ago. 20 carries, 79 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. The 40, 30, 10, and it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Bradley.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
And it's incomplete.
Weaver's pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
Operating from the gun, Weaver. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
On 1st and 10, Stein. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A solid chunk there, 15 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Stein. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Stein's pass.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 catches, 59 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
To throw on 2nd down, Stein. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they've lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
To number 49.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Stein looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Manning. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a bucket
from the gun. Stein, that's complete, right around the 8. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Chicago.
A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And it's good to make it 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Bradley.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Throwing on first down. Weaver. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Malik Harrison coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was
operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
He's brought down at the 30.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Stein. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
It's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Stein. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Weaver. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Weaver. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a 1st down. Running out of the gun with White, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Weaver. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Chicago offense set to get started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Panthers, nothing.
The Bucs on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Stein. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going on the ground, it's White. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Weaver. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
And 11.
On 3rd down, Weaver. And he comes back with one complete.
Weaver's pass.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The kick is good. Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Panthers 3.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the second quarter. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Yards to go.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
On first down, Carney. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stein. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Buccaneers.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
By Yetur Gross-Matos. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, Stein.
34-yard line.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Stein. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Stein's pass.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
He's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Stein. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
A 37-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
17. Panthers 3.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half. This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On second down, they'll run with White. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Panthers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
7 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And his throw here's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
It's 3rd down.
And from the gun, Stein got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Stein. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw on second down, Stein toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
From the gun on third down, Stein. It's caught. Nelson. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Parks.
Stein's pass.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
13 yards.
The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. From the gun, Stein. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They were trying to go to Brown once again. And that takes us from second to third down.
8 yards to go.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. It is the final weekend of the regular season, final day of the calendar year as well. A lot of action to update you on, so let's get right to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he returns this to the 22.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Weaver. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Stein. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Nelson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, Stein. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Manning. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Stein is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gay's kick is good.
is good.
And that'll push the lead up to 17.
Score Buccaneers 20, Panthers 3.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 26-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Weaver. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Weaver. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, give them a good 10 yards on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. On one hand, as we look at some of his struggles with the 3 interceptions, he's got to be upset. On the other hand, they're still winning this game.
So how does he take care of the ball the rest of the game? That's what his teammates are interested in because they pick things up for him throughout. You got to look over the defensive side, the kicking game. Those guys have made it work for him. Now his goal is not mess up anything else down the stretch.
Yeah, forget about those 3 picks. Move on.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Stein firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and they end up making the play.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Operating from the gun, Stein, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
On 1st down, Weaver. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Weaver's pass.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Here's White, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
A try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers defense gearing up as they take the field. That interception the last go-around when they were out there, 4 turnovers now for this unit. Pretty impressive.
And how happy are they to actually run back on the field? Most of the time, defenses want to get off the field, but when you picked off 4 passes,
they want to stay out.
They want to stay out there and not just pad their stats, but really give themselves a game to remember and a game to play off of the rest of the season.
And they'll be looking for turnover number 5 now. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
On the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard.
On 2nd down, Carney. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brown on the stop. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stein. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
To throw on 2nd down. Stein looking for his running back, and he's got it. It'll be a gain of 6, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him. Bring it up 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
From the gun, Weaver. And that will be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Chicago.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Carney, they'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Burns. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Stein, right side catch. This is Gates.
Stein's pass.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Stein's pass.
A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On 1st down, Carney. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Gay is on for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
And now back out comes the offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On 1st and 10, Weaver. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
That's good.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Weaver. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Weaver. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard. At the Buccaneers.
Looking to throw on second down. Weaver. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Incomplete. He was covered by Antoine.
The Panthers on third down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun. Weaver able to find Willis. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down. Weaver. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Weaver's pass.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Incomplete. Brings up second.
To throw again. Weaver. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun. Weaver. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Throwing after the interception. Weaver. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Weaver. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
49-yard line.
Back to throw. Weaver. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, Weaver. And this one incomplete.
Weaver's
too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Weaver. He completes it right side to White. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
On first down, Weaver. Throw caught there by Willis. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
To number 86.
A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around, probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
And his pass incomplete.
Weaver's pass.
The Panthers on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Weaver. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. From the gun, Weaver. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's White. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A gain of 1 yard on the play.
Now this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Weaver. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 8 yards out. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run on first down. Carney, and he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carney, and he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Delay of game, offense.
What did they call that on?
So that'll back them up 5.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Number 40.
He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stein. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Complete to number 82. A gain of...
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 1st down, Carney. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Again, the ball
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Brown on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Panthers' 12-yard line.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for our visitors, the win won't get them to 500, but they will finish on a high note at 7-9. And by just about all accounts, not the...